Welcome back to the news at 5. Austinites will soon decide how the city should handle a decrease in officers patrolling the streets. Proposition A is on the November ballot.
But what exactly does Prop A do if it passes? Here's senior reporter Tony Plohetsky.
Here's what you'll see on your ballot. Proposition A reads, shall a petitioned ordinance be approved to enhance public safety and police oversight, transparency and accountability by adding new Chapter 216 to establish minimum standards for the police department to ensure effective public safety and protect residents and visitors to Austin, and prescribing minimum requirements for achieving the same at an estimated cost of $271.5 million to $598.8 million over 5 years. But the ballot language doesn't tell the full story. Proposition A would require the city to employ at least 2 sworn officers for every 1,000 residents. According to the U.S. Census, more than 961,000 people lived in Austin as of April 2020. That means the city would need to have at least 1,923 officers. Right now, APD has about 1,600 sworn officers on staff. Another part of the proposition requires the city to have full enrollment for at least 3 full-term cadet classes until staffing levels return to those prescribed in the 2020 budget, when the city set aside enough funding for 1,959 APD positions. According to the city, which would have to enforce Prop A if it passes, APD would have to hire at least 300 officers in the first year. Aside from increasing staffing, Prop A also requires officers to devote 35% of their time to community engagement. Plus, it requires an additional 40 hours per year of mandatory education for sworn officers after they graduate from the academy. That education would focus on things like critical thinking, defensive tactics, intermediate weapons proficiency, active shooter scenarios, and hasty team reactions. It would also add incentives for officers who are proficient in the 5 most common non-English languages in the city, participate in mentoring programs for cadets, and get an honorable conduct citation for every 5 years of service. The police chief would be tasked with maintaining a police force that reflects the racial, ethnic, and gender diversity of the city, and ensuring that officers who are proficient in the most common non-English languages in the city consistently patrol neighborhoods where those languages are spoken. Plus, it adds some requirements for the mayor, city council members, plus their assistants and staff, as well as the director of the Office of Police Oversight. Those officials must go through the Citizens Police Academy and the Ride-Along program. And Austinites must do this too before a council member can appoint them to the Public Safety Commission or the Community Police Review Commission.